On April 21st, the U.S. Supreme Court heard oral arguments on the Affordable Care Act's requirement that insurance companies cover preventative services. It was back in March of 2024 that a federal judge in Texas said the Affordable Care Act's prevention mandate was unconstitutional. An appeals court agreed but did not block the prevention mandate nationwide. The Biden administration appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court, and the Trump administration, when they took over, agreed to defend the law. The case is Kennedy versus Braidwood Management. It questions the structure of the U.S. Preventive Services Task Force. Those are the folks that make recommendations of which preventative services should be covered. The prevention services requirement has been part of the Affordable Care Act since the beginning and makes sure folks can get things like cancer screenings and immunizations, and that impacts about 150 million people a year. Legal and medical experts agree that no matter which way the U.S. Supreme Court rules, the preventative services mandate is at some level going to be changed. If they rule against the preventative services mandate, people worry that insurance companies might not cover some of the preventative services at all, or if they do, they might do so at a higher cost. That could mean fewer people going in for care or even considering if they're going to go for preventative screenings in the first place. The Trump administration, like we said, is defending the law, but they have a different view of the authority of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Secretary and the oversight of that task force. They say the Secretary, which is RFK Jr., would have the ability to remove task force members or not implement recommendations of the task force as they come down. And experts remind us that it is cheaper to pay for prevention, like a quick cancer screen, instead of full cancer treatment for a patient. They suggest it's in the best interest of insurers to continue covering preventative services for free, and not just because it's cost effective, but because it saves lives. We will hear more out of the U.S. Supreme Court. Their opinion is likely to come in June, and after oral arguments, they seem to be leaning towards defending the preventative services mandate. We will keep you posted. In the meantime, you can read more on this court case. We link to resources in the description below.